That is hard. Now let's move on a little closer to someone who didn't get her phone stolen, but her heart was stolen. Let's speak about Corazon Kwamboka. Apparently, we all know Corazon Kwamboka has two children by Frankie, just Jim it. One 4-year-old son and a 3-year-old daughter. And we all know that they also broke up a lot earlier, I think 2 years ago. When did they break up? Like 2 years ago, right?
They've been on and off. They have a very weird
Okay,
dynamic going
but
on.
like the huge breakup was in 2023, correct? When they officially called it quits, everybody went their own ways. Yes, they do have on and off, but like officially, publicly, they broke up back in 2023, right? Now, I don't know what to tell you guys, but yeah, it seems Corazon Kwamboka still feels very, very strongly about her baby daddy, or at least that's what that's the story we're trying to sell you. Because she went on an interview, and when she was speaking to this person who was interviewing her, she said, leaving a man you have birthed kids with, it is so hard. She continues to actually say, I just said it's hard but not impossible. We are good friends, we are friends in need and friends indeed. Friends
Yep.
in need and friends indeed. Okay, let's keep reading into this story because it's giving a lot of strings attached. All right, I can count on him and he can count on me. If he needs me, I will always, hey, if he needs me, I will always be there for him, and vice versa. Now we're all just looking at her like, girl, what are you saying? Anyway, she proceeds to tell us of the whole situation and how it happened. She said it was a really tough time in her life. She would start to cry in her bed, and then her son would come, like her daughter would come in, see her crying, and then start crying. And then the other kid would come in, see the sister and the sister and the mother crying, and then they would start to cry. So it would just be like this whole crying situation with her and her tiny children. They're all just crying, and honestly, heartbreak is difficult, especially heartbreak, and then you see the person is doing well, living their life,
Thriving
like
with his platforms.
unbothered, completely unbothered. All these women at his gym now seeing him as a man who can be pursued.
Available.
He's available. True, it's true. I said he's very much available. So honestly, I do understand where it comes from, and even that whole front of having to cry in your bedroom, cry in your house, and then leave outside and be like, "Yeah, I'm a strong, independent baby. I ain't got no, I'm not bothered about anyone. I'm not bothered about the situation." And then having to put up that front and then going back and crying about it, like it's a very sad situation and sad state to be in. But she's not the only one. Anyone who's gone through heartbreak, anyone who's been broken up with, it is painful as it gets. It's the most painful thing. Like heartbreak feels like you're actually physically, your heart is being broken. Like you can literally feel it like going that way. And I do understand where she's coming from. However, here's the thing you need to understand about heartbreak: the quicker you sever ties, yes, choop. The quicker you sever all ties with this person, the faster you heal. The more you're exposing yourself to this person, the more you start to catch feelings again, and then it now becomes a situation where on again, off again, on again, off again. I personally feel like it is difficult for her because she has two children by this man, so he must want to see his children every so often, and obviously they have to interact, very quite often actually. But at the same time, I feel like if it's the matters of the heart, I don't want to be your confidant. I don't want to be your best friend. I really don't want to know what's happening in your life. I don't want to know who you're hitting on, who you're talking to right now. I don't want to know who you're sleeping with. Honestly, the less I know, the better. Let's just make this a co-parenting situation where you come, pick up the kids. We are very, 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 very mutually respectful of each other, but that's as far as that goes. The moment these lines start to be blurred, then you're just the one who gets the "what are you doing" in the middle of the night? What are you doing? What are you getting up to? Can I come over? Like that's who you become. And honestly, it's probably not the best way. Not that I'm saying this is what's happening with Corazon. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying this is what I would do as a person who's just broken up with someone and has children with them. Just try and keep the boundaries as clear as possible. Otherwise, the moment you start having blurred lines, it's done.
I kind of feel bad for her because she kind of got thrust or put herself in a situation that was already volatile to start with.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Here is
Maureen.
him having broken up with Maureen and then had launches Corazon in like the same breath. yes, they were separated or whatever, but think there was that blending, there was that overlap in relationship, to be honest. And in good faith, they cannot say, "Oh, I was not a homewrecker. I didn't come in between a happy family." Maybe they had separated to solve things, and it kind of felt that way to Maureen. We're taking a breather so we can figure out what's going on, only for him to pop up with Corazon. Of course, Maureen is going to act out because what do you mean? What do you mean? So now here is Corazon catching the heat for all of these things. Of course, even if you're trying to be a very strong and independent woman, or trying to be strong on social media, it's still going to feel some type of way. Everybody having an opinion about your relationship is absolutely crazy. So I kind of feel bad for her. I kind of feel bad that she didn't get to experience that. It's a soft relationship. There's no trouble, there's no nothing. It was just up. There was no, like, it was just chaos from the get-go. But they kind of looked good together, to be honest. And they kind of seem like friends. So we hope the best for them. But they kind of seem like they'll get back together. I don't know. I don't